What's up, Connor? Hi, I'm Francisco, and welcome to my first Cooking with Culinary, KTIG's special cooking show. Today we have Jalen with us, and they will be showing they will be making barbecue chicken sliders just in time for this Super Bowl. So stay tuned for today's edition of Cooking with Culinary. In honor of the Super Bowl this weekend, Jalen is going to be showing us how to make shredded barbecue chicken sliders. Would you start by explaining to us how we are going to make today's dish?
Yes, so today's dish is really simple and easy. It's really fast, so if you're in a hurry for the Super Bowl parties and you like going just to eat like me, then you should prepare this dish. So right here we have some Hawaiian rolls, we have some chopped parsley, we have our salt and black pepper, we have some barbecue sauce right here, some Gouda cheese. Now with this cheese, it has a really good flavor, but you could also use pepper jack or Monterey Jack, any type of cheese you would like. We have some one medium yellow onion, some butter, and then we have our shredded chicken right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with our fire on a medium-low heat. Then we're gonna add in some butter. Gonna melt this down, and now we're gonna go ahead and add in our onion. All right, and we're gonna cook these until they're caramelized.
When do you know when they're caramelized?
When they start to get brown, and you'll see they turn really dark. And when they're caramelized, the onions tend to release sugars, and that's why it's called caramelization, because the sugars come out of the onions and they become really sweet. And to me, that's the best time to eat onions. That's when they're caramelized or grilled. Really good. Now you can also substitute the yellow onion for a red onion, because the red onion would pair best with the barbecue sauce and the chicken because it's sweet as well. And so it also has a good flavor. Now that'll be really good if you don't like yellow onions. Just gonna keep cooking these for about 5 to 6 minutes. At this point, in the onion cooking process, I like to add just a pinch of black pepper and salt as well. All right, so our onions are done. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Now you can keep the butter inside the bowl with the onions because it has all that flavoring of those sugars in there, so that will not hurt it at all. And so now we're gonna go ahead and do our chicken. Have this on a medium-low heat as well. We're gonna add some butter. Now we're gonna go ahead and add some of all of our chicken.
The whole entire thing?
Yep. Super Bowl party, gotta have a lot.
What if they're like vegan?
Ugh. Well, you can substitute the chicken for like tofu if they're vegan. That'll be good. And so we already had our chicken pre-cooked. We shredded it, so when you're shredding chicken, it's best to boil it. So I went ahead and boiled mine for about 25 minutes, 25 to 30. I seasoned it with a little bit of cayenne pepper, salt, and black pepper, some oregano, some bay leaves, some garlic powder, and some onion powder. And I let that chicken really soak. And so now this has a good flavor as well. All right. So this won't have to cook too long because it already is cooked. We're just gonna, get it hot. All right, so at this point, we're gonna go ahead and add our barbecue sauce inside of the pan. Can you pass me that, please?
Yeah.
All right.
Good, Jay.
Thank you. So right here is just some original Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue blend. Now they do have a lot of barbecue sauces. I know they have like teriyaki barbecue or sweet onion barbecue. So whichever one you prefer, you can just substitute it out. All right. Put that there. We're just gonna stir this. All right, and now I'm gonna add a pinch more of salt and black pepper. Just a pinch because the chicken is already seasoned and so is the barbecue sauce.
So Jalen, are you completely prepped with the chicken right now?
Yes.
All right. Well, this is looking great. Make sure to stay tuned to see how this dish shapes up right after this quick break. Welcome back, guys. We are going to jump right back into it.
Yep. All right, so our chicken is done. The barbecue sauce has melted into the chicken and it's tasting really good at this point. So now we're gonna go ahead and cut our Hawaiian rolls. Hawaiian rolls are sweet bread as well. So you could use sourdough bread if you like, or any other bread. It's really just your preference. All right. No, I'm passing you that knife right there, the big one.
You good there?
Thank you. Just gonna slice these in half. All right. And now we are going to build our sliders. So we're gonna grab some of our melted butter. And we're just gonna brush just a little bit on the bread. This butter has some chopped parsley in it as well. And so now we're gonna add some of our chicken on the bottom. You mind passing me that spatula?
You did.
Thank you. Just on one half, because you're gonna, put the other half on top. Some of our chicken. And now we're gonna add we're gonna add some parsley on the inside, just a little bit for garnish. And then we're gonna add our Gouda cheese, sliced Gouda cheese.
Do you know where Gouda cheese comes from?
I do not. A cow, hopefully. All right, so now we have it on each line, and now I'm just gonna add some on top so it can be extra cheesy or across. This one right here. All right. And so after the cheese, now we're gonna add some of our caramelized onions on top. The onions have got a nice color, like pretty and shiny. And now we're gonna add the other top of our Hawaiian rolls on top. And we're gonna brush this with some melted butter. All right, and we're gonna top it off with just a pinch of black pepper, just for garnish. All right, and now we're gonna let these bake for about 5 to 6 minutes so that cheese can really melt, the butter can melt on top, and then you're gonna be good to go.
All right, we are going to take one more quick break to see what is going on here at CHS. Make sure to stay with us to see the finished product right after this.
For Black History Month, KTIG and the Student Council would like to honor the Black activists that strive to make a change for future generations. Today, we would like to honor Garrett Morgan. Garrett August Morgan Sr. was a businessman and an African-American inventor. He was most known for his famous invention of the 3-position traffic signal, which we still use today. Garrett was also a community leader. He was born on March 4, 1877 in Paris, Kentucky. As Morgan got older, he started to develop glaucoma and in 1943, losing most of his sight as a result. The successful inventor died in Cleveland, Ohio on July 27, 1963, right before the celebration of the Emancipation Proclamation Centennial, an event he had been waiting for. February is Career and Technical Education Month, or CTE for short. CTE is education that directly prepares students for high-wage, high-demand careers. Here at CHS, we offer 8 different CTE programs, and we will highlight them all this month with announcements on the hallway TVs and social media. Be sure to pay attention and reach out if you're interested in a specific program. CHS Theater will present Shakespeare's Twelfth Night on February 4th, 5th, and 6th at 7 p.m. in the CHS Auditorium. Tickets will not be available at the door and must be purchased in advance at www.seatyourself.biz/Conroe. Love is in the air and we have big news to share. Pay attention if you care. Teachers, friends, and sweethearts too, send a flower to say I'm thinking of you. Send a bunch or just give one. Receiving flowers is so much fun. The National English Honor Society will be selling carnation grams for $3. Order your flowers and they will be distributed February 11th during second period. This week's College of the Week is Prairie View A&M. Prairie View A&M is an HBCU located in Prairie View, Texas, which is about an hour away from Conroe. It was first established in 1876 during the Reconstruction period after the Civil War and is now part of the Texas A&M system. The university offers majors in areas such as nursing, agriculture, and architecture, and has a state-of-the-art mock stock market building for business majors. Prairie View A&M has more than 150 clubs or organizations for students to get involved in, including Greek life and a leadership institute. Prairie View A&M has something for everyone. Check out this video.
My name is Sherry Griswold. Having been a minority in college, I know what it was like to go out and step out and be like the only woman in so many of the math and science classes, and how Prairie View provides such a nurturing, supportive environment and really prepares these students for success, both through the teaching, the experience, and then the connections that they have with the alumni. I cannot think of a better use for my endowment than to be able to enable, empower, and encourage these young students to achieve their life's ambitions.
All right, guys, let's plate this up and taste this great dish.
Yep. All right, so our barbecue chicken sliders are out of the oven. We're gonna just brush them with some melted butter. A little bit more. Now I'm just gonna give these a slice. We have some peppers over here. We're just gonna give it a little garnish. All right, and there we have our Super Bowl barbecue chicken sliders. You wanna give them a taste and see if they're tasting good? I think they taste pretty good. Do you like them?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Barbecue sauce is sweet. The onions are too. You got a win-win dish.
Well, that is all the time we have for Cooking with Culinary. Jalen, thank you so much for joining us to make these great barbecue sliders. We hope this is something you can add to your Super Bowl watch party. Just look in the description below this video for the recipe. Make sure to stay tuned for KTIG's YouTube channel for another episode of Cooking with Culinary coming soon. And don't forget CHS, the secret ingredients to any good dish is love.